welcome to Chapter 9, Lesson 5. Today we're going to be talking about writing expressions. Now, it says the four operations are adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Those are all things we've already talked about this year, aren't they? And so those four things are called operations. So an expression, this is a new one, is a number or a combination of numbers and operations, and expressions do not have equal signs. Okay, so for example, I could say like 7 times 3 plus 2, right? And so I would evaluate that expression and not necessarily solve it, because solving is a word we use with equations that have equal sign. So let's just do some examples here, and I'm sure you'll say, oh yes, that makes a lot of sense. So let's get started. All right, example 1 here says, Alice invited 3 friends to play in her backyard. Write an expression, no equal sign, to represent the total number of friends. So we have Alice and her 3 friends. So in this case, if I was using numbers, I would just do 1 plus 4. It's going to represent the total number of friends. Should I have an equal sign? No, because it says write an expression. Okay, so if I was going to use words, I could say 1 plus 3 or 3 more than 1. Okay, next. Example 2. 5 nails were hammered on the wood, but 1 nail bent. Write an expression to represent the number of good nails left. Okay, so 5 nails were hammered in, 1 nail bent, so that's not a good nail. So I should say 5 minus 1. If I was going to write it in numbers. If I was going to use words, I could say 5 minus, oh my goodness. I should be using words, you guys. These are numbers. Yeah, I need to write them out. O-N-E-P-L-U-S-T-H-R-E or T-H-R-E-E more than 1. Okay. I made the mistake that I get after kids for. That says write it in words, and then the kids write numbers. Numbers are not words, right? So don't make that mistake like I just did. Luckily, I caught myself, though. Or I could say 1 less than 5. So less than is another way of showing that we are subtracting. Example 3. Tracy bought 3 magnets. Scott has 2 times as many. Then Scott buys 1 more. Write an expression to represent the total number of magnets Scott has. So Tracy had 3. And then Scott has 2 times as many plus 1 more. Okay, so we have 3 times 2 plus 1 is going to be our expression. Don't want to solve it. Don't need to do anything other than just change it from a word problem into an expression. Okay, let's use words here. 2 times 3 plus 1 is how I could say it. I could say this guy up here. Or I could say 2 groups of 3 plus 1 more. Okay, so that's how I could write it in words. Here's guided practice. Model each expression with pictures, numbers, and words. So Jeff had 8 crayons. He lost 5 of them. Okay, so I should show 8 crayons. And then he lost 5. I would put an X over 5 of the crayons. Okay, if I want to put it in numbers, I could do 8 minus 5. Should not put an equal sign because it's asking for expressions. Then in words, I could put 5 less than 8. Or I could say 8. This is probably what you guys would choose to do, but 8 minus 5. Okay, it's another way to write it in words. A carpenter has 6 nails. She went to the store to buy 3 more, and then she used 2. Okay, how would I write this? Well, I had 6, I added 3, and then I took away 2. 6 plus 3, and then I took away 2. So I could write it as 6 plus 3 minus 2. Whenever we're using words, we should be writing words, not numbers, right? I already made that mistake for us. We don't all need to make it again, okay? All right, it says use numbers and operations. That's just adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Those are our operations. To write each phrase, these are called phrases. They're short sentences, so they're not like a complete sentence. They're just short bits, phrases, as an expression. No equal sign. This is page 532, by the way. Sorry, I need to start saying that at the beginning. Okay, so I have 4 boxes with 2 shoes in each box. So this is 4 times 2 would be our expression. Okay, so I need to use numbers and operations to write it. Oh, it doesn't tell me to write it in words. Okay. If I were going to, I could write 4 times 2. Or 4 groups of 2. Okay. The difference, oh baby. You guys, we got to know this word. Means subtract. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem, okay? So if it's asking for the difference between 58 and 47, I need to subtract them. 58 minus 47. 5 more than 12. Okay? 5 more than 12. We just add, right? 30 books shared equally by 10 people. If I'm sharing things equally, it means I'm dividing them, right? If I had 30, let's say this, okay? I had 30 Jolly Ranchers and 10 shared equally by 10 people, 10 kids in my class. I would take my 30 Jolly Ranchers and divide them amongst my 10 students, right? Let's look down here. Write an expression, no equal sign, for each situation. Stella read all but one of the 5 books she took on vacation. So I would say Stella brought 5 books, but she did not read one. So 5 minus 1 will show us how many books did Stella read. All right, so we're not doing any solving today. I hope you saw that. All we're doing is we're translating. We're going from sometimes word problems to numbers and operations. Remember, operations are these guys. And then sometimes we're going to put them back into, change our our expressions back into words. Okay, so we are not solving today. I do not need to see any equal signs. I just need to see that you can change into numbers and operations and sometimes words. Okay, so I shouldn't see any solving. This is kind of a fun lesson. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you always let me know if you have any questions. Bye.